because no, it's not. It's not just that. It's Breath of the Wild came out like 6 years ago, right? And what it looked like graphically was per the course. You know what I'm saying? What it looks like now isn't. You know what I mean? And we get it. You know, like the shit. The problem with it is right is that it doesn't look that. I mean, you know what I mean? It looks almost identical to the fucking game, to the other game. That's the problem. No. There's a lot of hypocrisy going on, Kerr, such as like you gotta own the game before you can review it, and then everybody's calling it game of the year, and you don't even have it yet. So then they say Metacritic is fraudulent, right? And then turn around and say, look, Metacritic gave it a 96. It's just weird energy all around. So that's what people are talking about, really. You know what I mean? Not necessarily salt. It's just Metacritic on their bullshit. You know what I mean? I mean, if you like Zelda, you like it. That's cool. But it's like it's weird that people are going to use it. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. But here's the thing. Now, I hear this all the time when people sit there and say it's an aggregate, right? The problem is the source for which they get their scores and averages. All of them are compromised, or most of them are compromised, I should say, because you're getting the game first, right? You're getting the game before anybody else, so that's already incentive, right? It's a marketing tool, right? Number one, Metacritic also affect bonuses and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because of the aggregate score, it makes it easier for the bonuses. Number two, people get paid to fuck off, right? And we all know this. Some people don't even finish games. Like we all know this. No, 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 no. But keep it on the game though. You know what I'm saying? Keep it on the game thing. Yeah, you can say that about anything, but that's the problem. Yeah, but that's changing. But that's changing the argument. No, no, we do know it, but we talking about gaming. that dude passionate. I know, but we're gamers though, and gamers have a different standard in general. We usually know more than the average consumer when it comes to other media. You know we shouldn't be sheep. We there's a lot of investigative work per fucking what do you call it? Wait, we have a lot of like independent like what do you call it? Independent journalists, essentially, with all these YouTube channels and stuff like that. And that's a unique thing. Um, it's unique. Well, let's say, can you listen? Can you listen? Can you listen? Can you listen? It's unique in the numbers. It's a lot more. You know, what I mean, there's music, there's Nicki Minaj fans, there's fucking rap fans, there's all sorts of things, but it ain't in that numerous. It's not that numerous. Like it's crazy numerous on like there's a lot of people that have opinions and they have their own channels and shit like that. We're just well informed. We're well informed as you know. Well, that's what I'm saying, but like, but the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because like it's not the reviews were never the issue. What is the issue, right? Is the very fact that it like that aggregate shit needs to go, or have because like there's people like okay, I'm gonna use Horizon obviously, right? There are actual reviewers that gave Horizon a horrible score and Metacritic allows them to post on that shit. That's the problem. They gave like Horizon Zero Dawn, the first one, like a 3 out of fucking 10. All because what? You know what I mean? Because Sony didn't give you a fucking shit, and the gaming community knows that it's bullshit, right? They know that it's really and then on top of it, it's even more compromised when you look at it in many different ways. People can get paid off. You getting it first is also incentive for you not to say nothing, so you won't get blacklisted. But also, it's it's what's going on, man. It's what is it? What's the fucking thing? Um, People are afraid of backlash for saying the shit. You know what I mean? For saying anything like in Resident Evil, man, a girl is just an actress. And they were like, yo, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna kill you. Like, what? You know what I mean? So a lot of people don't want that backlash shit like that. They be like, just give them what the fuck they want and keep it the fuck moving. You know what I mean? It's just a whole compromise thing. The gaming industry knows.
Now almost done with Forspoken.
All right, I saw your message here. We can still play Returnal, man, but I'll be doing shit. I already platinum the game, so it's not a game that you know, I need to beat again. So, but but that's the thing though. Like, this shit is heavily compromised, and gamers know this shit, but they want to play console wars. I feel like in Metacritic, at least Metacritic needs to vet the people who are actually a part of it. You know what I mean? I mean, why let people just say whatever? Like the guy that gave Zelda, right? Even though he's valid, the guy that gave Zelda a 6 out of 10. Well, there could be complaints. You know what I'm saying? How would you vet them? It could be complaints about like they're looking kind of fraudulent, and then if they get enough strikes, then they gotta go.
Just back on my PlayStation grind before 16 francs.
Nice. You can't sit there. you can't like you gotta be fucking creme de la creme. Like I mean San Andreas creme de la creme before you can get something like that. Or not or near that. I mean you gotta cover all your fucking bases. You know, not just be a large game. Here's the thing, right? The taste of gamers. Look, I want to sleep watching fucking Tears of the Kingdom, yeah. I kid you not. I watched the Let's Play, and I was just kind of, and then I woke up. But yeah, people already have it. Yeah, they already have the shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm watching it, and I fell asleep. And I'm being honest with you, I have little fucking care for that game. I'm not gonna say it's bad. That shit is so far from interesting me. But that's the problem.
The
You know what I'm
game
saying?
hit 128K on Twitch yesterday.
What you say? No, and that's cool, and that's cool though. But
You say that lol.
and that's cool, right? The situation is this, right?
You did say that on one of your podcasts.
Yeah, it's just to me, it ain't my thing, and that's fine. It cannot be my thing. But what's to say that one game that has technical issues, right? Both games have technical issues, right? But you say that one game,
Drop to date.
somebody's talking, right? And that's why I'm pausing. So if you have one game versus both games that have technical issues, right? But you say that it's better, it's still subjective. So it's hard to really say that one game is like a, a blanketed like it's the best game ever because it doesn't resonate with me. It just doesn't. I don't like it. It's not bad. I don't really care for much as to what they're offering. I'll give you an example, right? Days Gone got ripped to shreds, right? And people are gonna say that the game is mad buggy, yo, but so is The Witcher. The Witcher it's still buggy. You still have quest issues to this day. They just patched it today. It's that buggy. And the game got a 94 on Metacritic, but Days Gone got a 71 because of the same fucking issues. And it was more going on to that game with that game than just the bugs, right? They were saying that game was sexist and all sorts of things. So it was just fun to make fun of the game.
Same with Plague Tales Requiem.
They were saying that he's a gruff white man, right? Which really Geralt is a gruff white man as well, but whatever. But he's a gruff white man, right? And he was in a traditional relationship with his wife. And he looked at her ass, and they literally docked points because he looked at his wife's ass. You can 2019 or 20 or what worse is what I yeah, because there's people like I said with Gravity Rush, people don't like this game with Gravity Rush. You know what I'm saying? So all right, cool. People don't like it, right? All right, whatever. But you need to talk about the controls. Is the camera operating properly? You know what I mean? Does the controls operate properly? How is it glitches in graphics? How's the quality of the music? You know what I'm saying? You can say that, they really put a lot of work into the music, or they put a lot of work in the story because it's intricate and, whatever. But you can't definitively say it's a fun game because I may not think that way. And that's how reviewers evolved. That's how reviews evolved into. And people believe that shit. You know what I mean? That's why fucking Red Dead sold as much as they sold because people got swept up in the fucking hype. And this is the same thing. It's not for everybody. No, I can say it though. I did not like that game. You wouldn't know why I didn't like Red Dead like that. You wanna know why? The fucking controls had crazy input latency. It was very, yeah, and that's the thing though. You have to use aim assist and all sorts of things to really get a beat on the shit, and that's a fucking problem. Nobody said shit about it. They were just quiet as fucking cat because it's a Rockstar game and Rockstar games get a pass and everybody knows the shit. And then everybody with a shocked Pikachu face, right? When Red Dead, not Red Dead, when people say that shit is biased. No, it's not. It's not biased when it's your favorite game. You know what I mean? Like people are already coined this shit as game of the year. They already coined it as game of the year. We're in fucking May. We're not even over yet. We don't know how Final Fantasy is. They already said it was GOTY before it came out. Before it came out, they said it was. Stop it. Stop it. Silencio. No, it didn't. Celebrating's at 20 and yeah. Yeah, it will. It will. Yeah, but that's you though. It's too, the review process is too subjective at the moment because it wasn't like that before. No, I don't know. No, absolutely not. We just said it earlier. You just literally talk about if it functions or not and the quality of it. We, but GamePro did that. Visually aesthetic or aesthetically pleasing. No one's, but nobody, but nobody's but no one's arguing that. Oh damn. Especially Spider-Man. Yep, and Ghost of Tsushima, even better. Ghost of Tsushima, and that shit. What did that fucking get? There was no real problem with it. People talk about some. You can walk through bamboo fucking stalks. Yeah, because they did it deliberately, so you won't get caught the fuck up. You don't walk through anything the fuck else. It was like so dense. It's like okay, so you want to get you caught. So skill up. You out here, Jamar? Yep. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm streaming. You can't. Period. Point blank. And that's it. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. What? Yes, yes. Every game does. Right. That's all we saying, yo. I know you're playing devil's advocate, Kerr. You know, and just no going. But what do you mean? Yo, I don't like that dude with his fucking oatmeal face. Fuck that dude. All right, bro. You can't hear Kerr because he's being a little sneaky bitch. Really? Let me do that again. You're being a sneaky bitch. Facts. Hmm. Like we can have a conversation about it. I think that but it will definitely make it better. Absolutely. But they would have to have like a certain level of like a subscriber base before they get approved or whatever. You know what I mean? So like yeah, basically you have to be verified. But like, and I'm not talking about like like 2,000. You gotta have like at least 10,000, and then you can make your like a real like a yeah. So shit like that, I'd be like, all right, cool. I really, that's a good idea. You need to post that shit on Twitter or something. That's the point. I had actually a podcast about that shit the other day. I was like, I actually missed that shit. And now we're at this point where we're listening to people that they don't really have, you know what I mean? That's what I was talking about. Shit. And there's games that review terribly, yo, but it got caught on. One of the which is like what do you call it again? Monster Hunter. That reviewed terribly when it came out. You know, everybody was on that shit, yo. They were like, this shit sucks. I said this shit in one of the other podcasts I did. I was like, yo, bro, what they're doing, see, the bullshit is this, right? If you're an established IP, that's when, you know what I mean? That's when you get that clout. Like, if you're not established, then no. You know what I mean? And that's fucked up. Because some games, because it's new, yeah, because it's like Guitar Hero, essentially. And what I mean by that is like a party game. So people are going to fucking Fall Guys got a good score. You know, it's not indicative of, you know, of being great. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of sucks. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. You know what I mean? Like that shit's ass. Which game? Yeah. It's like a return almost, and my space on Saturday is going to be about, I think cinematic games is ruining gaming. Um, and this is the thing that really does it for me, right? The thing that does it for me that pisses me off is, if I must say so myself, is Horizon. Horizon and the Tomb Raider, right? Look at Tomb Raider and then look at Horizon, right? So do you remember when Tomb Raider came out, right? You didn't need to know her story, her love interest, her nothing. This bitch was dropped off at a cave and that was the end of it. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't on some shit like, oh, you know, who am I gonna like? Oh, I have family. Laura Croft was that bitch that gets dropped the fuck off and she does what she needs to do, and that was the end of it, right? And then you look at Horizon, and they have to make this whole narrative for Aloy. Any kind of narrative, it doesn't matter what it is, but they have to make a whole narrative for Aloy. But I'm thinking, imagine if Laura Croft got an objective, right? And her objective was to do, you know, to go into this area and catch one of the subordinate functions, you know what I mean? And that was it. Nothing extra. Just the subordinate functions to keep it fucking moving. You do your thing and you get out. I feel like people wouldn't even have an issue with Aloy if you didn't even if essentially you didn't know a lot about her. Like if she was just kind of like the silent protagonist. Cause she opened her mouth. That's why. Not anymore. Yeah, because that's the people that think being gay is fucking a trend and cool. No, no, I don't want to hear it no more. Oh, I was talking about men. I was talking about like, all right, go on, go on, go on. Let me let you finish. My bad. I cut you off. Well, you act like Ellie has sex appeal though. Oh, you looked at that theory too. I see. Terrible. I think they like that shit because it's violent. That's what I feel like. I do. Like, and she's just not. She's like Aloy's a little pillow princess bitch. Well, so was Tomb Raider though. That was rated T. What the fuck, cat? Fly, bitch. But she was sexy. That's the thing. And a lot of women wanted to be her. You know what I mean? And it's like the whole Nicki Minaj, or is that? Why would they fucking pair me with this shit, yo? What the fuck? Yeah, but that to me, but to me, the proper look at this fucking shit. I think that it was kind of like, what do you call it? A board meeting type game. You know what I mean? Let's make her this. Let's make her sexy. Let's make her that. Like I don't feel like that really. You know what I mean? No, I mean like she was designed to be appealing, and that was it really. Like they didn't put too much into it. Hey, like when they made Laura Croft, yo, she was actually supposed, as you already know, she's supposed to be a dude. You know, so there was that, and then they made her. Well, actually she was a girl. That's what she was originally designed, and she was supposed to be a mercenary. Um, and then they added this whole class thing to her. You know what I'm saying? And then the guy was like, I think his name was Adrian. He was like, "Yo, that's not going to sell. That's not going to sell." And they fucking finally did it. He was like, "Yo, like it is going to sell." You know, if you're going to do it, and I feel like Sony need to learn that shit. There's too many people. There's too many fucking liberal ass people in Sony. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. And I say this not because like it's not social justice. It's like too many people that be like, "Yo, I just don't like the fact that, you know, you have a good looking character and she's like the typical like, you know, my bad. I'm not even using all my powers. You know, I'm sitting there talking, having this deep ass conversation. Motherfucker, I gotta put one of them bitches out of commission. What game? Oh, okay. You are playing Hades still. I'm really getting into the builds that they have going on, man. I fucking love it with Horizon, yo. Like the RPG elements, man. It's going well. It's going well. I finally did this build right where you know, almost everyone is biased. Oh no, no, no! Check your thing, DM, please. I'm just being an idiot. That's how I feel like Chris Righteous was doing all day. Oh, go to the one right before it. It's somebody else's post, but like you can find you can see mine. You about to go carry your happy ass a bit. Right. I'm reading something, by the way. Not Twitter either. See, I miss scenes like this, man. This shit was cool. Under Underneath the warm-hearted genius and exterior of the mayor lurked a monster. And the revelation when I discovered just how twisted he was sent me reeling. I had to get away, so I ran and kept running. It was Gravity Rush. They messed with a lot of philosophical themes, of course. That's racist. Oh, I don't give a fuck. I say run away without hurting anyone. Oh, I see. I haven't. I did play it. I hope the other games start releasing, man. It's about time for me to start playing. Elden Ring too, yo. What do you say? What do you say?
Shima Ibole. Julla. Sife. Saya Padua. Labiho? Pessoa? Oshri. Lila Mashe.
Petty as fuck. But accurate. That's it.
Agi? Lulawi? Huh? Posise.
Bruh, these suckers really standing out in line for Zelda.
Yeah, I heard, man. They are. He was talking about what you were saying. They stayed out in line for Zelda.
I'm sorry, but ain't no game worth it.
You're gonna be like that once. You were that one time mate, where you pushed that one guy at the train station. You know, he's about to fuck you up. You better.
Urban stage getting killed under a tweet lol.
What? Hold on for a minute. Let me see here. Yo, I'm about to call you, yo. I wanna get the lowdown, man.